Hi, I'm Kim Malinowski. I'm the author, poetess of Home. It's a collection of poems. I have to always get that out there just to get it, out of the way and a little bit of publicity. But I do want to let you know that more importantly, I am teaching a class called Past Abstractions, which will hopefully help you get published, either get your chapbook, your collection, or any poem published. It's for all levels. So I don't want there to be any fear. There will be no judgment. There will be revisions of 6 pieces, less than 1,000 words or 1 poem a week. And also little exercises and readings and such that help us hone and practice. I might even join in with that. And I, of course, will be interacting with each person. If you have a specific goal, please let me know. Sign up and we can always discuss what those goals are. And if you have fears, we will also discuss that. On our first day, I think we'll discuss maybe some of the phobias that we have about writing or about sharing our work more specifically. And if you really do have to keep it internal and you don't want to share, please, you can just use my email address after you sign up and we'll talk about it. We'll set up, the schedule and it will be just fine. I want to have everyone feel comfortable and safe. That is probably the most important thing about writing is feeling safe, both writing the topics that you're writing and also sending it out and feeling safe. I am part of a group that aims to have 100 rejections a year. That's packets. And that's just not single poems. And I have wound up getting published more than I ever have in the last few years that I've done it. And also at the same time, I'm pretty much desensitized from rejection. So it doesn't quite hurt so much. I'm not saying that not all of it hurts so much. I've complained to my friends a bit every so often, but oh my gosh, it is just so terrible to get rejected. And it is. But we move past it and then we get published, which is the main thing to do. Now, the difference with past abstractions is getting rid of the word love or using it and going beyond it. So what does love or grief or any of that really, really mean? Well, it's all individual. I can't tell you what you're experiencing, and you can't know what I'm experiencing unless I put it onto the page and I let you know that love is holding a hand and being helped and or whatever, or having my face touched, or any of that sort of thing. Or what is grief, right? I mean, that's very intensely personal. And I would say it's every time I see a yellow rose, I think of my grandmother or something of that nature. It's very personal, very detailed. And that's what makes it universal. It's completely beyond what we would expect. But that is what the case is. The more personal you make it, the more details that you add, the more layers, which I teach you to add, the more detailed, the more precise, and the more universal, and the more your readers will understand both your narrator, not you, your narrator, and they'll interact with your piece, they'll love your piece, and they'll learn about themselves through your piece. And isn't that what we really ultimately want, is communication through our writing? That's what I want, at least. I aim to educate, I aim to express myself, and even if you just journal, it's important. And I hate to say it as just journaling because it's just equally important. And if you journal and that is what you want to talk about, obviously come and we'll talk about journaling. I do plan to do have a bit of a section about journaling, and we can talk about dream journaling and whatever you're interested in. I really aim to personalize this to each person's individual needs. That's why each person gets those 6 individual revisions. And if you don't want to revise, you can just talk to me. Zoom classes are on Sundays from 1 until 2:30 Eastern Standard Time. It starts August 8th, and 6 weeks. It is $65. And there has been some confusion about payment. You just have to sign up on an Android or a PC just once, just to sign up. And then everything is available on your Mac or your iPhone. And you don't have to use your iPhone to access Zoom. It is not just, a phone app. It is a phone app, but it also is a website, no problem. And it's a Terra Nova Lyceum. I never pronounce it right, so I always say it's TNL. I mean, that's just me. So you can call it TNL. I'm looking at my paper here, and I think that I got everything that I needed to cover. I really hope that you join me. And if you don't, that is fine. Please tell everybody that might be interested. I'd love to have everyone, and I would love to have the world learn how to do this. I don't hear it talked about often. This layering technique is something that has made me pretty successful. I won't say very successful, but pretty successful. And I'm quite proud of using it and coming up with it. And there's lots of techniques that we can talk about. And maybe you have techniques you can teach me, which would be even better, right? Share, share. All right. Well, have a lovely day. I hope you're well. And yeah, please join me.